Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Batra and we are here at the most powerful Women in Business Awards at Business Today. And with me, somebody very, very special. Daisy Chitillapilly joins in. She's the president at Cisco. Welcome, ma'am. And thank you so much for taking the time out for this discussion. And thank you so much for participating in this event.
Thank you so much, Sakshi. It's a pleasure being here. And
What do you think of the MPW event?
It's amazing to see so many women, talented, accomplished women, all in the same room. I can tell you that's not very usual, so I'm really excited to be here. And thank you for having me.
Well, the pleasure is all ours, and this is the time when everybody is just talking about the IT space, the AI, all of which I'm sure you're the expert on, and we continue to hear from you all the more insights. Our viewers are very excited to know about what's really happening right now. Now, there are two things. One thing is slightly negative, if I may say, because on the IT front, we are saying perhaps the business sentiment going a little downhill, looking at the banking crisis and perhaps the impact of it. Everybody looking to understand what kind of an impact could it have on the BFSI segment, the revenues and the margins going forward, layoffs on the one side, but on the other, there is, technological advancement in the AI bit as well. What is your sense of what's really happening in the IT space currently?
I think amidst all the noise, it's very important to keep our eyes on the long-term price, right? If you look at India's ambition of being a $5 trillion economy, initially we said $1 trillion of that will be value addition created by technology interventions in core sectors. That value is now up to 1.25 trillion. As far as jobs go, and that's the other part of the question you posed, India has a shortage, the world has a shortage of digital skills. So for the foreseeable future, IT will be in demand, information technology is in demand, digital is in demand, and India, with its great population of under 30s, half the population roughly under 30 or more than that under 30, and upcoming with great digital skills, has the ability to be the digital capital of the world. And I think that's important to keep our eyes on. Yes, there are some macroeconomic pressures in some parts of the world, but India's resilience is what we are all counting on.
Absolutely. But a little bit more on the AI bit as well, because I wanted to understand from you, what do you make sense, or how do you make sense of this chat GPT world, GPT-4, and what kind of disruptions can we expect from this space in the traditional space as well?
I think generative AI is still, while it has taken the world by storm, generative AI is still a technology whose end stage we have not seen. It's still evolving. And therefore, to your point about will it disrupt industries? Definitely it will. To what extent? The question is still open. I think we have to look at the world in which the balance of human and artificial intelligence, and that's an ethical question as well that is being posed to us. But the right balance would be where human intelligence is augmented by artificial intelligence. And human beings, of course, move on to brighter and better jobs. Is that easy as it is to do that as we are saying it? Perhaps no. But the end state and the equilibrium state will be when human intelligence and artificial intelligence are in partnership with each other. And that is the world we should look to build.
All right. But the fear of that, AI will take away our jobs. What would you say to that?
So, if you look to history, and maybe it's not an accurate example, but let me still try. In the late 19th century, the early 20th century, if we take the US, which is the largest economy in the world, their situation was pretty much like ours. More than 50% of their population was involved in agriculture. But mechanization was happening in the US agriculture space at that time. And the farmer who was illiterate sent their children to school and university not knowing what jobs they would get. And today, less than 10% of, even less than 2% of the US population is in agri, but one of the highest in terms of productivity. So human beings will find, they're innovative, they're adaptable, they'll find something better and better to do with their time and their effort and their intelligence. Yes, there is the concern that the time it would take at that time for somebody to reskill, the technology change afforded the time that human beings needed to build new skills and move on. So there is that concern about how fast do you have to adjust to the space of change with artificial intelligence. I think that question is very much there. I don't think I have an absolute answer to that. But the intent always has to be to reskill away from what can be automated and what can be done by machines and by artificial intelligence agents into areas which human beings are better at doing, and we are still in the discovery phase of that with ChatGPT and other such technologies.
Do you feel there is a sense of the need of regulation in this space as well?
Absolutely, yes, because one of the conversations around artificial intelligence even before ChatGPT arrived was about ethics, right? Around application of AI, ethical application of AI. So yes, there are questions around that, and we need policies. I've said this before as well. We need policies in companies, in the industry, as well as in countries, and maybe perhaps more broadly even at a level of the world. We definitely do need policies because there are a lot of ethical questions being posed about all of the applications that AI can be put to. No technology in itself is bad, as we have seen from previous technology interventions that have taken the world by storm, but the usage to which they are put to is what needs consideration, and with AI it will be no different.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Daisy, for being with us and sharing all these wonderful insights with all our viewers. And we shall continue to speak to you on Business Today TV to get more insights on the IT world. Thank you so much.
Thank you.